In my journey of transformation since I've become an entrepreneur, and I chose to listen to my intuition, my inspiration, to follow my soul calling, to be a catalyst for the transformation of leaders and organizations, I've had a significant path of transformation. I created my organization in March 2017. It's something I was dreaming of doing for 5 years, and it took me 5 years to gain the courage to become an entrepreneur. And as I went on my journey, I applied the same principles of courage, of fearlessness, of warriorship that I used to apply when I was a senior executive in large organizations. And for any of you that have worked or currently work in very large organizations and are responsible for thousands of people, you know that it takes a lot of guts, a lot of courage, a lot of push and shove to make things happen. For most of my career, I was responsible for a significant portion of profits for the organization that I worked for. And every quarter, we had to push and force things to happen to make the quota, to make the profit that was expecting of us. And when I became an entrepreneur, even though it was a social entrepreneurship, I tried to apply the same recipe, and I failed miserably, which forced me to transform. What caused me to transform the most massively was the fact that I organized a very large event. I think big, I dream big. So a lot of people that meet me tell that to me. And in the beginning of 17, I rented a big hall at the Montreal Congress Center, a room big enough for 500 people, and I wanted to organize the first global summit of conscious leadership. What a great project. What happened is 2 weeks before the event, which was scheduled in November 17, I had sold 20 tickets. Yeah, believe it or not, 20 tickets. And if you know anything about event organizing, you don't sell 480 tickets in 2 weeks. It doesn't happen like that. I was on my knees. Psychologically, physically, I was crushed. I was facing my biggest fears, defeat, failure, embarrassment. And I thought it's going to be the end of my project as an entrepreneur. And over that weekend, 2 weeks before the event, a lot of things happened. I finally surrendered. I surrendered to the universe. I asked for help, and I got it. On the Monday coming back to work, I rescheduled everything with the collaboration of my speakers, the Montreal Congress Centers, and everyone that was involved. And I booked it for March 2018. And guess what happened? In March 2018, we had an event with 250 people, and it was a huge success. This proved to me that I cannot be a social entrepreneur in the same way I used to be a senior executive in large businesses. Forcing things to happen doesn't work like that. You have to surrender. You have to follow what's being asked of you. And what happened in March 2018 is I became in service of consciousness. Instead of using consciousness to run a business, I am in service of the rise of consciousness. I'm in service of the transformation of people that choose me as a coach, as a catalyst, and I'm in service of the whole humanity to completely transform so we can create a promising future for all future generations of all living beings. This is my journey. This is my transformation. The transformation is so far from over, but I'm happy today to look back about all the progress I've made in becoming who I need to be to carry out my mission.